This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome, folks, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Tatum. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. It here as the first down is still going. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Now the important point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Football comes out, and the defense comes up with the football.
Boy, the first carry of the game, and it ends with a fumble. Chris, you and I know this staff. We might see the backup get some reps on the next drive.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Bringing pressure. Caught on the outside, it's Robinson. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kurt, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And it's fielded at the 40. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Makes a nice move there. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
It's third down for the offense. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. The Sooners will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the Sooners will line up to boot it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Thompson. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
And jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll run it here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Looking to throw. It's Arnold. They'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Wheeler. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Great cut there. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job of pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's 3rd and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
And the crowd some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And the quarterback keeps it here. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Arnold. That's reeled in. It's Simmons. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down play coming up. He's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. That miss leaves us with a 21-point game.
Yeah, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fights off a defender. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
And looking for a big play here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. That's Carr. It's Coleman. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, he's going to come up short of the first down, but how about the effort here? I don't know how many tackles this guy ends up breaking, but he comes very close to getting just enough for the first down. It'll bring up a fourth down. Let's see what the offensive coordinator decides to do.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So here we go. Let's see what the play call is on 4th and long from their own 40. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Snags the quick throw. Tackle, but first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw again. On the move now. Quick throw to his receiver. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Owens. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Looking for a receiver. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's a deep shot to the right. Intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. Pass rush closing in. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Recovered by the defense, and they're on the move. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. And they begin 1st and goal, looking to cash in on this incredible field position. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, they had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to run it. It's Robinson. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the
and he's got it! Touchdown, Auburn!
Chris, obviously the first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something they can build off when they get back out here at halftime.
And now the try here for the extra point. After the PAT, they trail 28-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Handoff from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. And it's incomplete, just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The The Sooners will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. To throw, it's Arnold. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go. The ball not. And that's going to be a safety. The ball bounces out of bounds. The result, a massive loss on the play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
I don't get this decision, but here comes the punt team out on second down. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. And he'll be brought down.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Grab down the middle. It's Thompson. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Sure hands. It's Robinson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Arnold. He's running out of time here. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Wheeler. And moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Putting toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. And the route is on. They just keep feeding the running back the rock, and they cannot stop him. Another touchdown for him.
This running back is having a career game here today. You know, the defense, they've had the entire first half, halftime, to try to come up with some adjustments. Nothing that they are coming up with is working. If I'm this offense, continue to give this back more chances.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Back to pass. It's Arnold. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Bursts into space. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Auburn. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And the defense wraps him up.
Now, the defense wasn't quite able to keep him out of the end zone for the touchdown, but how about the job of just having a short memory? Just put that out of your mind, rally to this football, and keep them short of the two-point conversion.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Inside the 30. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They continue to roll up the score.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. To the air, it's Arnold. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right. Sales. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And it's taken right on the midfield logo. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. And they got to be feeling pretty good about As we wrap up the 3rd quarter, let's review how we got here. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. First down and more. He's still running. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up first down at the 33.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And the Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here we go. Movement here from the tight end. Chewing clock with the running game. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second down and goal upcoming. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To throw, it's Knight. Looking deep down the left side. Buck inside the red zone and still running. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. Now in the red zone, it's Knight. Pressure is coming. Solid gain there. It sets up a 1st and goal at the 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
This time, a completion. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. There's a run call on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
They've got him down, but the offense gets the 1st down they needed to just run the clock out. That should be enough to secure the upset. This team came in the lower-ranked team, intent on proving a point, and they've gone out and done that.
What a great way for them to close it out. And really, they played well the entire game, and a chance for them to build some momentum. And for the loser, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. An opportunity to possibly still make a run and get in position for the postseason.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.